This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update, episode 855, Gambling with Guardrails. Enjoy. We also do have God Banter this week in terms of continuation at the full front. And, you know, we were wondering if this was going to keep going on and what exactly this is going to be ramping up about and when these gods are going to stop talking, because they floated a new idea this week. Sarah Doman is getting very, very tired of seeing all of the corpses being thrown at the Zekar, and how the mortals have, and this is really interesting to see from Sarah Doman. He's starting to come down to earth, I think. Mortals have sacrificed everything to save this world, he says, and then he corrects it to be their world. And then Saren starts to see it and realize what everybody has said all along, is that the elder gods are a problem for the mortals as much as they are for the gods themselves. And here's the classic line: like it or not, we're all in this together. Armadale joins the conversation, and he says, all we can offer is depraved magic to keep their bodies fighting while their souls have passed. What good is saving the world if there's no one left to live in it? Zamorak is starting to see the situation as a stalemate, because there's no profit to be had here, no potential expansion, he says, or personal growth. And worst of all, he says, the gods, the four gods here, are obliged to stay there, or they need to face their doom, and he doesn't want to accept this as the fate. So this starts getting the wheels turning in the heads, and it poses a interesting idea of compassion on Sarah Doman's side, that where he says that they need to repair all the damage that they've done at any cost. Zamorak isn't going that way and tells Sarah Doman he can martyr himself. But Armadale then says he has a plan. And it hatches on the fact that they don't have the power to destroy the eggs. And Saren clarifies that even with all of them working together, they could probably not even destroy one. But if they were focusing on one instead of all three, the others would likely just hatch in the end. So the plan that comes from Armadale on this is, what if we destroy the eggs? In terms of, rather than having the gods siphon the energy, because they also say that they're bleeding off some of the energy that they're siphoning, what if they direct the energy from the eggs back into the eggs, in effect destroying them? And they say, Zamorak says position required would be ludicrous and the risks are unfathomable. Saren doesn't want to see the eggs destroyed, and here's that, classic dichotomy that we've been seeing, where Saren doesn't want to let anything bad happen to them. But she says, if we sacrifice our ideals for a slim chance at victory, we might as well all be dead, even if we succeed. Sarah Doman asks for an alternate suggestion. Saren says, I don't know yet, but I will not settle for less than a solution that saves everyone. That includes the eggs. Zamorak sees that as naive, and Armadale takes a bit more of a diplomatic approach, saying, for all our sakes, I hope you have something else in mind. The eggs grow in strength. Soon we will not be able to contain them.
Damn it, Saren.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to make the hard choices. She's my girl, but she's
a little too close to the eggs, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what I'm wondering,
and they're not good. Like, there's nothing good about the elder gods, right? Like,
I personally wouldn't say that.
Well, but they're either like an indifferent, hands-off entity you can't imagine or even fathom, or they're actively trying to destroy your world.
Right, and it's because we can't fathom them that maybe it's just not understood.
Maybe.
But the thing I think that we take from this one is that if the eggs wind up being destroyed, how exactly are the elders going to feel about this? And if that was the case, why didn't we just do this from the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, they're already. I mean, what's the matter? Like, they're already pissed off, right?
Yeah. And
They're already
furthermore, if the
destroy
eggs were to be
world.
destroyed now, when does Zaros come back into the picture? We can't just imagine that he's gone for good. What about the Ichlarian connection that needs to be dealt with? I feel like just destroying the eggs, if that's the way that this was going to go in the next couple of weeks, would kind of be a cop-out. Because isn't that what Carapax suggested initially?
Well, that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah,
initially,
with
right?
the shadow anima.
Yeah, with the shadow anima. That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
And I don't even really understand what Armadill's whole. To me, it doesn't even make sense that you could destroy him by pulling. I don't understand that you're siphoning
Think of it
power
like a
from him
feedback
and then,
loop.
Okay.
You take the power of all 3 eggs
Mhm.
into one, and then when that one gets destroyed, into the next, and then by that time you can just focus everything to the last one.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that seems too simple. It should have been.
Yeah.
If this is it, then that's not. That feels a little lazy.
Yeah. I would be disappointed if this was the end game. You can find full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. If you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, like and subscribe, or leave a comment.